Bonjour, 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 bonjour. I'm back again with another French defender. That's right, Rovers linking not with one but two French centre-backs. I think one's a backup, just in case the first one goes tits up. Well, who am I talking about? Well, I'll tell you next. That's right, folks, back once again in another video. Today we take a look at the latest name, another centre-back juggernaut, and he is bonjour, bonjour, la France, la France. What am I talking about? Well, I'll tell you in a second. Of course, if you know where you've been, smash your subscribe button. Subscribe for Blackburn Rovers, World Football. We're going to all hear under our rooski. That's right. The other day I did talk about one juggernaut centre-back. Of course, now we've got another one in our focus. Who is he? Well, I'll tell you in just 1 second. A big shout out to the members of the patrons. You know who you are. But what we're going to do now, though, is take a look at this fella, of course. And is another name in the mix for Rovers. And of course, I'm going to show you the link. It is Mickaël Nadé, and of course, he is a beast of a player. Who is he? Let's take a look at him. All right, folks, here I am with the Football League World website. Of course, it does have a picture of the other fellow, Mickaël Sagan, on this article with Big Val, of course, both bonjour, bonjour. The article does do a deep dive really on Mickaël Sagan, but it does say down here somewhere that we have got Mickaël Nadé on the radar as an alternative, left-footed option if a deal for Sagan cannot be closed, but negotiations are going to try to make the move a reality. So he is a backup to Mickaël Sagan. But again, he ain't no slouch, not him, wherever he is. I've got a picture of the other fella, but I have, because I come prepared. The Football League world, not so much. So who is this alternative option, Mickaël Nadé, and what could he bring to the party at Blackburn Rovers? Well, he's on the books of Timothy Chalamet's club, or I don't want to say club, he's a big fan of him, Santander, I believe. Mickaël Nadé is the fella, and here he is. He's actually a bigger player than that of Saban that we talked about the other day. He does not play left back. He just plays centre back, but he is left footed. He can play for France. He can play for the Ivory Coast, and he's also got solid attributes: 65 in regards to defending, 52 in regards to tackling, and he played 26 times for a Saint-Étienne side, which I don't know if they got relegated or not. He has got a contract though till 2028. He does have an option for a further year, and he's been at the club at least for the past 5 years. But 193 centimetres tall. He is a tall unit. And, of course, he's an exciting player. He has chipped in with a goal himself this past campaign. 3 assists as well. Again, just like the other fella, Sagan, you would be thinking he would be partnering somebody in that back four. Dom Heim, who is, I believe, right-footed. Hayden Carter, perhaps. Danny Bart, maybe. But Danny Bart, again, this is why these names are surfacing, is there's concern that Danny Bart may or may not have played his last game for Blackburn Rovers with that snake of a fella, John Eustace, lingering around trying to gobble up these free transfers by offering a little bit more money, I'm sure. Anyway, let's take a look at this Nadé fella. Of course, he has played 26 times with a heat map, quite similar to that of Sagan there. Of course, left-hand side, bossing that side of the old defensive ranks. His 1 goal has scored with his left foot. He did win a penalty as well, chipping in with a couple of assists, with a 90% success rate with passing in his own half, and 80% success rate with passing into the opposition half. He had 3 clean sheets, which of course is 3 more than his opposite French fella there, who of course was in a video a couple of days back. So a bit more solid at the back in a team which did avoid relegation. And what do you take from that? From a team that got relegated, you look at the defenders. Realistically, did they? Why we sniffing it down at defenders who got relegated? Maybe they just, I don't know, were a poor team or what have you. Just the 2 yellows as well, which means a much more less of a disciplinary issue as well to his French compatriot. And again, 6.4 possessions lost. Of course, through his tenure last season. Let's take a look at the numbers then overall for this fella. Of course, he has played 123 times throughout his career, all at centre-back. No nonsense, guys, here. No left-back, no right-back, no striker. He is down the middle, and he has chipped in with 5 goals and 5 assists throughout his time. He has played his football in France and France alone. He has been on the squad of a European squad, or Europa League squad, but not necessarily featured. But he's played 33 times for Rouen over in La France, but 105 times for Saint-Étienne, which he's currently on the books with right here, right now. And they do have a badge That says ass. Just saying that because I like to see it, and it's quite funny. So ass, of course, are in League One. They were in League Two at least the season prior. Yeah, played 57 times at the top flight in France, 39 times in the second division, and also down the lower echelons, probably with Couvlier-Rhône and, of course, Saint-Étienne B as well. So he's 100% Frenchy Frenchness. He's not represented any of the Ivory Coast or the French at any level, but he's still of a decent age, and that age is 26. He is the same age of Modibio Sagan. I've compared the two here to see what you're going to get and what you're going to lose with either side. Both contracts expire in 2028. Valuation, again, $3 million for Sagan back in December. We expect that to be halved, which would mean it's kind of equal value to that. So Rovers will be looking to pay a fee of around about 1 to 2 million, you would imagine, and that would be a bit of a bargain for a player who's of 26. They are so similar in age, you know, a month apart between them. So technically, Sagan is a little younger, but much shorter than Nade he is, of course. So you know what, either fits. To be honest with you, either fits, and they're both left-footed, and both could be a massive player with hopefully it looks like a bit of a French feel to this new Rovers. When you look at Augustus Cogbo, you look at Macdog Gay. I don't know. Does Sierra Leone speak the French? I swore they were French, but anyway, you know, again, if it fits the quota for Big Val, I'm all in. I'm all in. He's got a 3.5-year deal or 3-year deal left. Let's get players that fit his mold, and maybe. You know, I've already gone balls to the wall and gone my prediction. I think that, my early door prediction. I think Rovers will finish in the playoffs because I'm a big fan of Big Val. I can see it happening. I might have jumped a little bit too soon on that, but if we are to see a great start, a good team build right here, right now, which could not necessarily, you know, it could be a decent, solid side playing good, attractive football, positive football, aggressive football this season, it could hopefully eventually lead to a playoff berth. But I'm still on the assumption that we can do it next season, especially if we can get some good key players, attractive players in regards to a shrewd bit of business. And again, Big Rudy has been no slouch about saying it, being creative in the market, being creative, not necessarily going for your boring ass loans that just don't really add any value to Blackburn Rovers. We just kind of, you know, bringing in players and, you know, improving them, which is great. I get it. We've seen it with Sunderland, and we do have our own academy players. But I would like to, if we're going to play 19, 20-year-olds, I would like to play the 19, 20-year-olds or Blackburn Rovers, get them some minutes, get them some experience under the belts. But don't get me wrong, of course, there is a place for that, and sometimes we do get loanees that really do add quality. Of course, look at Harvey Elliott, look at Van Heck, Tonson Adebayo, Harvey Reid. Harvey Reid, did I say that? Harry Reid, the old ginger ninja in the middle of the park there. So you know, we've had loans that do add quality, but we have also been linked with a few loans already this summer, which don't really get me on the edge of my seat. So anyway, this one would be a great bit of business again. If I'm honest with you, I probably would prefer what I was saying, just adds a little bit more versatility here. And he has got, some recognition in the international world, and with other players linking around with him, it just shows that he is a bit of a quality player. So, and again, I feel we would. I think we're going to probably sign one of these guys. I'm honest with you. We're going to sign one of these. I'm hoping it's Mickaël Nadé, but you know, Rovers always get bitten in the end by other clubs swooping in after we've done all the hard work. This is also an area that I honestly didn't think we would be looking into. I didn't think we were looking at centre backs as hard as we have been. But the assumption is now that Danny Barr is probably going to be on his way out to fucking Derby County. And then also question marks about who, of course, comes in to fill that void. And also the current centre-back options that we have. Scotty Wharton hasn't played a game of football in over a year. He is the current left-sided centre-back. If we were to add an actual left-sided centre-back of quality and readiness to go, it might improve us even more so at the back. So, I'm all about this guy if we can get it over the line. Quick look at the numbers, compare these two Frenchies at it. Again, Nade's, slightly older, I think, but he's played 30 games less than him. He has chipped in with around similar sort of goals. 1 goal every 1,929 minutes compared to the 1,331 minutes for this guy. Again, both have played decent kind of level football. This guy's stuck at it in France, though this guy has explored other bits of football around Europe, including some Europa League action. So two solid potential aspects. No way, no how we're signing both of these guys. That's a ludicrous statement. We'd have 3 left-sided centre-backs on the books, which, of course, is a bit balmy. So, yeah, it's exciting. Hopefully one of them comes through, and that would do a good bit of business as well for Rovers and get me a little bit more excited heading into this transfer window. And until then, though, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions about the Frenchies that we're linked with. Are you excited? Are you concerned? Or, of course, do you think they'll all just fizzle out to absolutely nothing? Let me know your thoughts down below. But until then, we're done.